Hi all, I'm looking at the Forex Spectrum indicator again. This time we're going to do a manual backtest with it. In my last video talking about the Forex Spectrum indicator, I had a few video comments noting that I talked about it, but I didn't test it. So this is the video to make up for it. It is 20 minutes long though, if you want to watch the whole thing through. I appreciate most will not watch the whole way through to see the results, so post them here on this slide. I am seeing really high pip counts here using the Forex Spectrum indicator on the daily charts. Obviously, some pairs work much better than others. Pound CAD, as you'll see in my manual backtest, was a choppy market, and I could just see that it was a loser, so I didn't bother with it. It's possible that the pip count would have been even higher, as there is a recommendation of a stop loss of 180 pips in the daily charts, but I wasn't aware of this when I was testing. Anyway, do watch through the video and let me know what you think. Have I missed anything in my testing? If you do like this indicator, you can buy it through our link. We will make a small commission on it, but this doesn't cost you, the buyer, any more than what you'll pay for it. So if you do want to buy this, I would really appreciate if you would buy it through our link. It will really help support the Mr Alan Forex movement. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay, so what we're doing is going to be running a manual backtest. Manual backtest meaning that I'm going to be simulating the trading using these arrows, and this is the Forex Spectrum indicator, and it's the arrows which signify the trading. So when we open a trade, I'm just going to log it manually down here, the results. So these are the pairs which Forex Spectrum says it can trade, and I'm trading the daily time frame. So the way this is going to work is that every time we see an arrow, we are opening 3 trades. The first trade will go for the first take profit, the second take profit, the third take profit. If we see a reversal arrow, we will go, for example, this one here, we'll go long here, and we'll close any short trades which were open. So I'm going to start this on the euro dollar, and we will start this from January 2020 to the present date. Now with dailies, obviously we're not going to get as many trades, but that's my trading preference. Most of the time I'm just trading robots, so I leave it. I don't really do much day to day in terms of watching the charts. So for me, this trading robot does work from 30-minute time frames up to dailies. For me, I am primarily interested in the dailies, and maybe if you guys like this video, I will do the same thing for the smaller time frames. So let's play by ear for now. So I'm just going to just make it a little bit larger so I can see where we are, and what we'll do is we'll just see when the first trade happens. So this is the crosshair, and this is the first arrow in January. So this is December. Yep, here we are. So the first trade is here. Looks like the 5th of February. So 3 trades are open. And then what we're doing is we will, you can see there's a take profit. So what I'll do is from here to here, this is the trade. So our first trade is 200 pips profit, but then the second and the third trades don't reach the second and third take profits, which are further down below here. So that means that the second and third are losses. So they're around 200 loss. So how I'm going to track this: plus 200, which is the first one because it hit the first take profit. The next two are minus 200 and minus 200. Hope that makes sense. And of course, this is the next trade here, where it looks like it starts here. We hit the first take profit, which is around 200, and then we lose also 200. So the first one is a 2 plus 200, and then the second 2 trades minus 200 each. Then I continue and do that. Okay, so this is strange. I would have thought there would be a take profit down here, but what it does say, sometimes these take profits get a bit mixed up. So if you switch from one time frame and then back, it should reset it all. Let's go back to where we were. So we're here. Okay, so I'm just assuming that there are no take profits. So this looks like, because so these are 100. So it looks like they are, because it was bounced down, which would have been over 300 pips profit, but there is no take profit one here. So I can only assume that it was further down, and as a result, because we've now got the reversal arrow, we've now gone long, but we've had to close these 3 trades. So each one is around 100 pips. So minus 300 pips. That's 3 times 100, so 300, just to simplify it. Okay, now we go long. So we have a long here. First take profit, which is 350, and then the second 2 trades go all the way up. Don't quite reach the second take profit, but we do have to close it when we see the arrow, but still in profit. So this was a 350, and the next 2 are 650s. So it's a 350, 650, 650. Okay, now we go short, which doesn't fare well because it doesn't reach the take profit. In fact, 3 losses, 3 times 200, so that's minus 600. Okay, but now we've gone long. Let's move this across, and now we're here. First take profit, so that's another 300, and then we close, so they're 100 each, so 300 for 500. There's a 500 pip gain for that one. And then we go short. Short here. First take profit, which is 300, and then there is a long here, which is around here. 100, so 300, so 300, and we lose 200, so that's 100. Oops. Okay, and now we've gone long again. Now we go long again. Unfortunately, it's a loss, 100 pips each, so 3 of them, minus 300. Scroll. Okay, and now we are in present day, where we do have 3 trades open, and they are currently at 130 pip profit. So 3 of those, so we're 390 pip profit at the moment for those 3 trades. So that's euro dollar. I will total these up later. Let's do the pound dollar. Pound dollar, same thing. Drag that across, and let's go to January. So do we have anything before us? November, January. Okay, so this looks like our first trade. Looks like it's a good one. So first trade is 370. Second take profit was hit, which is 1,030. So it's 383, 370, 1,060, 370, 1,060, and then we don't get the third one, so we stop that here, but that's still in profit. That's still at 210. So that's a good start. And now we go long here with the 3 trades. First one's hit for 560, but then we get the reversal arrow at about 100. So it's 560, 760, sorry, 560, 660, 760. It's across the 3 trades. And now we get a short, which doesn't even hit the first one, so that's here. We stop that here. Looks like a big loss, so that's almost like 450 times 3. Minus 450. Minus 450. Minus 450. Okay, so that's that one, and now we have 3 long trades. The first one is hit. That's 450, and then the second 2 are stopped out here, and then the second 2 are stopped out here, 550. So 550, so it's 450 and 2 550s. 450, 550, 50. And now there's a long trade, which brings us to the present date. Looks like it's here, so it looks like it's a net zero right now. It's not got anywhere, so we'll leave that like that. Let's do the same for Kiwi Yen. It looks a little bit messed up. Let's move that along. January. Still November. First trade. Yep. First trade is here. First, second. So the first one. So 230. 630. 230. 630. 630. Quite make the third take profit, so that will be stopped out here. That's still 320, and now we have a long from here, 380, 1140, 380. 380, 40, and we can see here the third one also is a take profit. That's quite a good trade there. So that one, and we've hit the take profit at 190 or 190. Oh, that's looking very good. Okay, and then present day, same 0. So yeah, we've had a losing trade for the Kiwi Yen. Let's try the Pound Yen. Pound Yen. Okay, let's scroll back towards January. So that looks like our first trade. First trade is, yep, the 28th of February. It's here, first take profit. It's around 800. 1,640. 800. 640. Doesn't hit the third take profit. But that gets closed here. Say 460. 460. Now we go long here. First take profit 640, and then a couple of losses here. So 42 of those losses, 640. 640. minus 140, minus 140. Okay, then we get a sell. Fortunately, that 3 losses, so about 350. Okay, now we get a long trade here. $420. 1 to 130. So 4. What did I say? 4. That's more like 440. 440. 1,280. Oh gosh, what did I say? Oh yeah, 440. 440. 1280. And then the third trade is still running. It's the present date, and that is currently in profit. 1,430. Okay, so then we've got dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, let's go back to January. So just going to reset the chart. Let's look at that. So January, what's this one? This one is, yeah, okay. Yeah, so these looks like our first trades. So the first trades are not great. First trade, so that's almost 600 loss. 200. Sorry, 600 is 200 times 3. First set are losses. And it looks like the second loss set are also losses. So then you actually, sorry, second set we do hit the first take profit for 200, 190, but then we lose 2 times that. So we do make a 190 and then minus 190, minus 190. Okay. And now we are here. So that is here. First take profit is 300. We missed that one, I think. Did we miss that one? Yeah, we missed that one. Yes, first one is 200. And then we lose 2 times 60 is 200. 200. Then minus 120 because we lost 2 times 60 because of this move. And then it looks like we get caught out again. This is about here. So 300 times 3 is minus 900. So this, and then we because we're down, but it doesn't hit the first take profit. We get stopped out here. So that's 50 pips profit times 3. That's 150. Is that it? Oh. Okay, now we're long. See the first take profit's hit. 180 is hit, and we're not quite at the second take profit, but you're still 2 outstanding. They're about 500. So 180 and then 80, and we've got 2 500s, so that's 1,000 outstanding. And finally, pound CAD. I think I looked at this earlier. This one doesn't look like it would be very good. So I mean, each pair, Forex pair, will work differently, and it's good to run through a backtest like this, just so you can see what kind of results you would get. And if I'm looking at this one, you see so choppy. You know, it goes, you sell here, doesn't hit the first take profit, but then goes up and then goes down, and all the way through. It's pretty choppy. none of the take profits are hit, so this one would be a loss, and I'm not even going to bother working out what that would be. So that one is a loss. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm going to total these up and put them into the next slide to see if any of these are profitable, and if so, how much, and if they're loss making, let's see how it would have done. Assuming we're trading the daily time frame, 3 trades, we're targeting the 3 take profits. Obviously, there are different settings. You can only go for, if you choose, you can say, oh, I'm only interested in the first take profit, or opening just 1 trade. And there also is a trailing stop option if you go with the Forex Spectrum Assistant. But yeah, let's total these up, and I'll see you at the next slide.